This is Kathy Biehl of Empowermentunlimited.net with Astro-Insight for the week of May 14th, 2018. Fasten your seatbelts. Put on your helmets. We're entering a week that's unlike anything we have lived through. It's going to start like a real world playing out of the build-up to the bridge in the Beatles song, A Day in the Life, when the music and the orchestra get more and more furious and louder and higher and faster and faster and faster and faster and faster, and then bloom, it ends in this pulsating chord on the piano, and a new section begins. Our version of that involves a lot more than just music and talk and noise and social media and running around and things getting more intense, more cray-cray than you think is possible. Yes, my friends, we have not hit the maximum yet. Uranus, the cosmic awakener, rebel, agent of unpredictable change, is wrapping up 8 years in the sign of Aries. And as he leaves, he's teaming with Mercury, planet of communication and transportation, turning the world into a lightning field of epiphanies and breakthroughs and new ideas and information drops that explain so much and that are shocking and that defy what we even suspected could possibly be going on. And then Uranus gets in a shoving match with the other most forceful energy in the sky, Mars, the ruler of our drive, the cosmic first responder and action hero, the god of war, and the two of them push off each other. And this is forcefully catalyzing, challenging, dynamic, shoving things into movement. And this is what propels each of those planets into their next sign, where they immediately continue the shoving match, just with different clothes on. Let's focus on Uranus, because this shoving match pushes him out of the fiery, individuating, impulsive Aries energy down to Earth into Taurus. His electrical, iconoclastic energies landing in the absolute slowest and steadiest Earth sign that exists, Taurus. Taurus is Ferdinand the Bull territory. I'm just going to sit here and chew on a piece of bread, have some beer, have some chocolate, maybe a little bit of soup and some potato chips, eat a sandwich, give me the remote, I'm going to watch the TV. Taurus sinks into the physicality of existence and completely experiences it in a concrete, straight-in-the-face, mundane way. What in the world is going to happen when that volatility and electrical charge of Uranus hit solid ground? It is utterly unfamiliar territory for many of us because this is the first time he's been there since the late 30s to the very early 1940s. And there is something here about a new form coming into being that's now possible because of all the changes that Uranus put us through in the last 8 years. And we're not going to get to sit there on the ground and go, where am I? What is this? This looks new to me. I don't know how this feels, because of the fact that Uranus is still in this shoving match with Mars, who will have moved into the sign of Aquarius, which, by the way, rules Uranus. So we'll have all the incentive and motivation to go do something with all of this. And in no cosmic coincidence, this gigantic leap for the two of them kicks off the Taurus new moon, which happens on the 15th. This new moon phase is the opening scene for what Uranus and Taurus is going to bring for the next 8 years or so. And the shoving matches between Uranus and Mars bookend this new moon happening. You may think you know what's going to come out of this. There will still be surprises. And thank goodness, not long after we land in wherever we land, we start to get a handle on it. Mercury, planet of communication, trines Saturn, lord of order. We can start making sense. Maybe we draw a map. Maybe dots start connecting. Maybe we get information or a message that brings stability and order back into what we're doing. And then it's time to take a nap and go for your blankie and fluff your pillows and do really nice things for the people that you love. Probably there will be a home cooking epidemic or feasting on cookies or something on the 19th. Venus, who rules how we relate to each other, who colors our social interactions, goddess of love, money, and beauty, moves into Cancer, sign of mommy, home, family, nurturing. This bodes well for people at least being nice and kind to each other as we try to make sense of where we are now. Maybe we'll be taking each other hot dishes. Maybe we'll be trying out new recipes. There is a doorway to doing things differently. And likely we will be adjusting how we go after what we want, because Mars, the guy who goes out and gets Venus what she wants, is in a mode that doesn't flow easily with Venus in Cancer. He's in Aquarius, which is Mr. Spock territory, which is standing back and observing and making sense and looking at life as a science experiment. She looks at life as a cuddle fest. Something's got to give. And then, thank goodness, the atmosphere lightens up with the sun entering Gemini on the 20th, inclining us to dart here and there to go pursue all the shiny objects that we're finding in this strange new territory, and to bring along pals and to talk about everything that we're finding or seeing or curious about or distracted by. So buckle up. We're hitting the point of crossing into the circumstances that we have been wanting. They're probably not going to come in the form that we were expecting, but we are moving into the territory where we can do things that we could not previously and be ourselves in a way that we could not previously. The homing thought of the week: between the known and the unknown, I choose to explore the unknown. Song of the week, I have two, and they are such a strange pair that their juxtaposition pretty much sums up the week. Starman by David Bowie and A Whole New World from the Disney musical Beauty and the Beast. And the image of the week is, yes, you've been waiting for this, the cyclone depositing Dorothy's farmhouse on the ground, her opening the door, walking out into Technicolor and a world unlike anything she's ever seen, and being greeted by the Munchkins. You'll find more about all of this in my forecast for the Taurus new moon, which is up at my site, empowermentunlimited.net, where you can also join my mailing list, listen to my weekly podcasts, and book a session with me. And you'll find even more about it in my little talk, The Story in Your Sky, on May 15th as the kickoff to the video series, the InStory Path to Purpose project. And you can find a link to this at my Empowerment Unlimited site on Facebook and also in the description box below. Talk to you next week, and won't we have stories to share?